Hi all, welcome to Acharya Coding School. So in this class we can discuss about the Linux editor and what are the types of Linux editors. For example, if you want to write a letter to your friend. Normally if you want to send a letter to your post to your friend. So that's why you are writing normal letter to your friend. So what you require? You require a notepad, notebook and pen. Same as like in Linux, we can write files or we can edit the files. So that's why we are using the editors. So as we are using the text editors here. So the text editor is a program which we can create files and modify the files which we have created. So we can create the plain text files. So we can create and modify the plain text files. So everything we can do. So why we need in this Linux? So to edit our configuration files. Like we have like a etc password, etc host. So like we have like some configuration files in our system. So we can edit those configuration files. So we can to write shell scripts. We can use this text editors as well as. So you can modify the script which we have written, and you can view the logs of all the text files which we have. So and we can update the logs as well as. So without the editors, we cannot work on the Linux systems efficiently. So there are like mainly two types of editors, like command line editors. It's a command line interface editors and graphical user interface editors. So the command line interface editors are the terminal based. So which we are using for the Linux. So we are giving, instead of like clicking, we are giving the commands. So it's like working inside our terminal. So if the graphical interface is like Notepad and Word, so but for the Linux, we can discuss about the command line editors first. So the first editor we have like a Nano. It's a beginner friendly. So if you don't know anything about Linux also, you can use this Nano editor. So it's very easy to use and commands are visible at the bottom. So if you want to write anything, the commands are visible to you at the bottom. So there itself you can modify easily anything. So you can create some nano file 1. So there itself, if you see here at the bottom, if you want to write something, there itself you can represent the files. So you can if you want to write something, you can type hello students. Once you are done, you can save if you want to save your file. So then you can press like Control O, means it saves our files. Yes. Yes. So it saved our file. So by giving Control plus X, it to exit our file. Same as like in Nano, there itself everything will be visible here. Thus commands are visible to you at the bottom. So Nano is like writing inside our notepad. So it's very easy using this Nano editor. And we have like a VI and VIM editors. So this is the most common popular which we are using in the Linux. So by default, this is the editor we are using in our Linux system. So it has like a three modes: insert mode, normal mode, and command mode. So we can discuss each and everything in detail. So insert mode we are using for the typing purpose. So we have like a normal mode where we can represent for navigation, delete, copy. So there will be like command mode. So which we are using for the saving and quitting and searching. So let can we do this in the practical manner. So let us exit from the Nano. So I already mentioned it. So using this VIM or VI, you can create a file 2. You have created file 2. So in this, if you want to insert something, if you type, it's not run typing because you have to press insert I symbol. You have to enter here. So once you enter I symbol, then you can write, hi, this is Linux class. So then you can able to write inside our mode. So this is the insert mode. Hi, this is day 7 class. All of you are here. Attention everyone. Touch. Notepads. So these are the like random names I'm giving. So this is the insert mode. So in this, if you want to insert something, you can by giving I symbol, you can insert. So if you want to save your files, it comes under command mode. So if you want to escape, for escaping from the insert mode, you need to give the escape symbol. It will be available in your laptop. You need to press after that columns followed by the WQ. I will explain you what is meant by WQ and what is everything. So if you give cat file2, so here it comes everything. So let us discuss about WQ and everything. VIM file2. If you give the command, so then you want to modify something in our file. So then you need to give, instead of attention everyone, you need to press the insert mode. Then after that, if you want to from attention everyone to attention students, if you want to give. So we are using insert mode for modifying our data. So there itself we are representing you press insert I symbol means then you are able to insert and everything we can represent. So then if you does not want to change your changes, then you can press the escape. You need to follow by the column and W8 for to save our changes. If you press in the bottom, in the save and quit mode, if you press W, it's for saving our changes. Let us see. So it is asking you want to override. So just you are saving your changes, but does not you are not quitting. So that's why it's in itself in the editor as well. So if you want to quit from the editor, for example, let's say, so cat file. So here if you see, our changes are modified. So why? Because we have changed our modifications. Then we can once again go to the file to, and you can modify your files. Attention, freshers. So if I have given, so then you are pressing escape and quitting. So it's to quit from the VM editor. So it's asking, so since the last change has happened, we need to overwrite or not, it will asking us. So for this, again we need to press enter, like forcefully quit. So I don't want to change my changes. So that's why quit from this editor forcefully. So these exclamatory symbols represent forcefully quit from this editor. So if you see here, cat file 2 forcefully we have quitted from this, but here what you observe, our changes are not saved because we haven't changed. Just we have quitted from the editor. But you want to save your changes. What will you do? Here we can use up arrow and let us see. Attention, people. Now see. So W quit. So if you see again, cat file. Here see, we have modified some changes. So it represented here. And we can do the save changes, save and quit forcefully as well as. Like this, we can represent the editors in Linux. And this is the command mode and normal mode and command insert mode. Everything we have. So the command mode we have like I have shared with you like a W key, which we are using for the saving and quitting. Like we can observe. And apart from command line editors, we have like a graphical user interface. So which are like in graphical manner. So if we see, for example, our notepad in Windows. So it's an easy for beginners. So anyone can type the commands in the notepad. So when you open a window, student can save and students can type anything and save from the mouse. If you want to click on the save as, you can write anything in the notepad and you can save. Same as like here we are using. If the desktop editor environment is not available, that's why we are using this graphical user editor. And which editor is best and what should you learn? We can discuss. We have learned about CLI, command line editors and graphical editors. So in these Nano, VI, VM and graphical user interface. So there are like different types of editors we have. So we can discuss. Nano is a CLI editor, which we can use easy. Any beginner friendly also can able to use. It's mainly useful for the beginners. And we have like a VI or VIM. It's also a command line interface. It's a medium. So mainly used by the Linux admins. Present we are using VI and VIM are mainly. As a Linux administrator, you are mainly necessary to learn this VIM VM command, and as well as support people also, and DevOps people also mostly using this VIM VM command. And we have like a graphical user interface. So this is also easy to use. So by clicking itself. So mainly used for the desktop users. So we have like a Gedit. So Gedit is the graphical user interface. So Genome desktop, like we have different kinds. So there itself we are using. Thank you.